For today's practice, you'll need 2 blocks. Although this is optional, I highly recommend it and it's a lot more fun. My video production team, Copo Productions, and I would like to thank the folks at Orlando Eye for allowing us to video at their beautiful location. So without further ado, let's begin. Sitting on one block if you'd like, just allow your hands to rest on your lap, and then take a deep breath in, palms together, fingers aligned, and then exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Take a moment to pause, and then inhale, sweep the arms right back up. Exhale, leaning to your right, bring the right fingertips onto the mat, or you can allow your hand to flatten. Exhale, come back to the center, wrap the arms around and clasp at the right side waist, pulling that right elbow towards the midline of the body, and then allow your right ear to drop towards your right shoulder. Pivoting the head to look up towards the sky, press the left shoulder down, and then pivot the head down to look towards the right knee, pressing the left shoulder back. Knee drops to the chest, and head returns to neutral. Unwind the arms and inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, leaning to your left fingertips or flat hand to the mat. Head swivels to the right, as do the ribs. Expand through the belly, inhale, and then exhale, return. Wrap the arms behind, clasping at the left side waist, pulling the left elbow towards the midline of the body. On your exhale, drop the left ear to the left shoulder, pushing the right shoulder down. Pivot the head towards up to the sky. And then exhale, drop your head to look down towards the left knee, pushing the right shoulder back. Deep breath in and exhale, drop your chin to the chest. Inhale, return the head to neutral. Unwind the arms. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, open, bringing the hands behind you on finger stance or flat hands, and lift the chest to the sky. No wrinkles in the front of the neck, and release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Exhale, release, crawl forward, and return your block to the front of the mat. So if you have 2 blocks, both blocks will be at the front of the mat. And we'll take a round of cat-cow here, expanding and flexing the spine. And then return to the neutral position, extending the right leg back. Pull your belly in, get some length to that right side waist. And then exhale, drive the knee to the chest, round the spine. Inhale, drive the heel to the sky and extend the spine. And take 2 more rounds just like that. Keep the head and neck relaxed. When you're rounding, drive the knee towards the forehead. And when you're extending, look straight ahead with just a gentle arch in the spine. Return the head to neutral and extend that right leg straight. Kickstand the left leg out and open up to a modified side plank. Again, lengthening through the right side waist. And then cup the palm over the right kneecap and pull the knee towards the sky. Head can look up or in neutral. Extend, straighten the arm and leg, open the right shoulder, and exhale, return, lowering that straight right leg down to the ball of the foot. Release through the Achilles, the plantar fascia, and then lift the left knee off the mat. Round the spine, pull the knee forward, and return to hands and knees for a cow-cat. Returning to neutral, feel your core engage and extend the left leg straight back, reaching the left hip away from the ribs. Exhale, round, pulling the knee towards the forehead. Inhale, heel to the sky, no wrinkles in the neck. And then take 2 more rounds just like that, pulling the knee forward with no tension in the neck. And 1 more round. Return the head to neutral, extend the left leg straight. Kickstand this right foot out just a couple of inches, and then open up to a modified side plank. Lengthening through the whole left side. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, bend the left knee, cup the palm over the kneecap, and lift the knee towards the heavens. Exhale, arm and leg extend, open the left shoulder just a little bit more. And then return the left hand to the mat. Lower the straight left leg down to the ball of the foot and rock the heel back just a little bit. Exhale, pull the right knee off the mat and drive towards the forehead. Return to neutral. Return to hands and knees and take a cow-cat. After that final cow-cat, make your way into down dog and just kind of see what you need here. I like to shift my hips back and forth just to get length through the lats and length through the side waist. But you can always pedal it out or bend and extend the knees, just see what feels good. Take a few more breaths, listening to what your body needs. And then exhale, drop to a full front plank. Carve the belly in, separate the shoulder blades, and then come to a modified crocodile or chaturanga and lower all the way. Scooping up to a sphinx pose, grab one of your blocks and use it sort of like a rib shelf. Place your ribs onto the block and shimmy your hips away from the block. Feel how much length in your belly that gives, and use your breath to create even more space there. On your next exhale, return the block, lower, and then make your way back to down dog. Once in your dog, raise up to the tippy toes, allow the heels to settle. Take a few rounds of that, or again, if you prefer to shift your hips or pedal it out, see what feels good. On your next exhale, bend the knees and step the feet right, left to the hands. Place your hands on the block and get lots of length to the spine. Inhale, then exhale into a fold. Feel free to swing the torso as I'm doing here, just hold. A deep breath in, and as you exhale, unwind, roll to standing a vertebra at a time. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hands to heart center, sitting back to chair pose. Tuck the tailbone down so you're not overarching through the lower back. Make sure you can see your toes. Shift the weight to the left foot. Extend the right leg back to a low lunge. Arms reach up on the inhale. Exhale, place the blocks to frame that left foot. Drop your back knee and lift the torso, bringing the shoulders over the hips if you like. You can come to a higher level on the block, feeling the stretch in these right hip flexors. Pull the left femur back into its hip socket and the right hip pulls forward. Exhale, return the blocks to the front edge of your mat. Low lunge, down dog. Again, pedal or see what you need. Neck relaxed. Inhale, knees bend. Exhale through the mouth, front plank, lowering to your chaturanga. Hold a breath and then lower all the way down. Once again, grabbing a block if you like before you come into Sphinx pose, placing your ribs on the block and then walk your hips away from the block. Feel that beautiful length through the belly. A few breaths here. Exhale, return to down dog. And inhale, knees bend, look forward, step your feet left, right to the blocks, hands onto your blocks to get length to the spine as you lift the chest and look up. Exhale, forward fold, any fold that feels good to you. Breathe in, exhale, pull the belly in, roll to standing. Once you make it there, inhale, arms sweep up, ribs lift. Exhale, chair pose, sit the hips back, tilt the tailbone down so you're not overarching. Pinkies rotate towards each other, and then bring your hands to heart center. Shift the weight to the right foot. Extend the left leg back in a low lunge. Arms sweep up, inhale. Exhale, arms open. Reach for your blocks to frame your right foot, and gently drop your back knee to the mat. Untuck your back toes. So again, you can take your blocks at any height. I'm going to bring mine to the highest height so I can really get to these left hip flexors. Expand your chest. Pull the right femur back into its hip socket. Push the left hip forward. Inhale deeply. Exhale, return the blocks. Low lunge, down dog. Couple of breaths here. Inhale, knees bend. Exhale through the mouth, front plank. Chaturanga, hold the full breath cycle. And then scoop up into your extension. If you're ready for an up dog, take it. Maybe you return to the Sphinx or a Cobra, that's fine too. And then we'll meet back up and down dog. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, knees bend. Step or float your feet to the hands. Hands to the blocks. This time grab one block on the short ends of the block. Reverse swan dive up with a long spine and then sit back to chair pose, gently pressing the block to your chest. Transfer the weight to the left foot. Extend the right leg back in a low lunge. Inhale, sweep your block up, lift your ribs, get some length to the side waist. Exhale, open up to warrior two. Left heel will align with the middle of your right foot. Inhale, left knee straightens. Exhale, deepen. We'll take 2 more rounds of that. Start to press some weight through that left heel, opening and firming through the glutes. And then allow your torso to kind of sway side to side. Just make sure you're not settling into one side waist. Both side waists have lots of length. Think of kind of lifting the rib cage towards the sky. Return the block to the left hand. Place the block next to the inside of your left ankle and open up to a side angle. Right arm to the sky, left hand on the block. Exhale, rotate around, return the block, low lunge, down dog. Inhale, knees bend. Exhale through the mouth, front plank right into chaturanga and whatever extension you like. Shoulders down wherever you are. Exhale, meeting back up and down dog. Bend the knees, step or float, feet to the hands, hands to the blocks. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold with the block at your chest. Reverse swan dive up, sitting back to chair pose. Gently press your hands into the short edges of the block. Tailbone pointing down. Transfer the weight to the right leg and quietly step the left leg back, low lunge, arms sweep up, hands gently pushing into the block. Inhale, ribs lift, and then exhale, open up to warrior two. Check your alignment, pushing through the right heel. Inhale, straighten the leg, exhale, deepen. 2 more rounds just like it. Maybe each time you go a little bit deeper. And then sway this body to the right without collapsing into the right side waist. Sway to the left. And continue. Return to the neutral position. Transfer the block to the right hand and place the block right next to the inside of that right ankle. And then come into side angle, left arm to the heavens, right hand to the block, rolling your right knee out towards your baby toe. Inhale, open the left shoulder. Exhale, rotate around, return your block, low lunge, down dog. Inhale, knees bend. Exhale through the mouth, front plank into chaturanga. And opening up to any extension that feels good. Meeting back and down dog, and feel free to take a child's pose if you need it. Bend the knees, step or float, feet to the hands. Inhale, look up, hands to the blocks, block to the chest. Reverse swan dive up, sitting back to chair pose, hands on the short edges of the block. Transfer the weight to the left foot. Extend the right leg back carefully, low lunge. Inhale, chest high, hands pushing to the block. Exhale, warrior two. Swaying your body to the left, to the right. Once again, to the left, to the right, keeping the core firm. As you return to neutral, transfer the block to the left hand, coming into your side angle, right arm to the sky, and then wraps behind the back. Take 2 rounds of straightening the left knee and bending deeper. And as you bend, start to place a little more weight into that left arm. Spread the fingers onto your block, and then hold. If you'd like, lift the left heel and place a little more weight into your block, using your upper back and shoulder muscles. Exhale, lower the heel. Turn to look forward about 6 inches in front of that left foot and align your block with your baby toe. And when you're ready, take off into a half moon, right hand to your hip. Use your right hand to manually open up that hip to stack your hips. And if you like, look towards the side and raise the right arm to the sky. Take a deep breath in this half moon, and as you exhale, lower the left hand, pick up the block to bring it at your chest so you're in airplane. The head, the torso, the right leg, all on the same plane here. If you'd like, take a warrior 3, reaching the block forward, bending your standing knee, right leg stick straight, then carefully step back to the low lunge. Inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, return your block. Stepping back, take a vinyasa here, or if you'd like to stay in down dog, that's totally fine too. Eventually we'll all meet back up in down dog. Raise up to the toes, bend the knees, look forward, step or float, feet to the hands, hands to the block, grab onto the short ends of the block, reverse swan dive up, arms up into chair pose. Pressing into the block, transfer the weight to the right leg, extend the left leg back quietly, high lunge, arms reaching up, chin up, and then exhale, open to your warrior 2. Get length to the spine first, just by lifting the ribs, and then sway your torso to the right, to the left. One more time, navel in, navel up. Transfer the block to the right hand, coming into side angle. Bring the block next to the inside of the right ankle. Wrap the left arm behind, and then straighten and bend this right knee a couple of times. Each time you bend, placing a little more weight into that right arm. And then hold if you'd like, raise the right heel. More weight still into that right arm, shoulder, and upper back. As you exhale, return the weight to the legs, pick up your block, place it about 6 inches in front of the right baby toe, and then make your way into half moon using your left hand to stack the hips, so really open that left hip. If you can look towards the side, raise the left arm. Left leg raises, left leg sticks straight, belly in for balance, rotate around to airplane, block at your heart center. Hold here or make it your way into warrior 3. Block reaching forward, right knee bends, left leg sticks straight. A quiet return to your high lunge. Inhale. Exhale, return the block. Making your way back to down dog, where you can either stay or add your vinyasa of the front plank and chaturanga. Scooping up to an extension. Mine is up dog, whatever you choose. Meeting back in down dog. Inhale up to the toes or balls of the feet. After you take a little break here, and then exhale, bend the knees, step or float, feet to the blocks, hands to the blocks for spinal length. Exhale, fold, grab your block above your head, sitting back to chair. Transfer the weight to the left leg. Extend the right leg back, carefully, quietly. High lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Check your alignment. Keeping the length through the side waist, sway this torso to the left and to the right 2 times each side. Pull the belly in. Breathe. Transfer the block to the left hand, side angle. Right arm will wrap behind the back. Inhale, straighten the left knee. Exhale, deepen, placing a little more weight into that left arm. Maybe you lift the heel, maybe the foot lifts off the mat. Return the weight to the leg, preparing for half moon. Align the block with your baby toe, wrist below the shoulder. Maybe the right arm reaches to the sky. Right leg stick straight, whole right side is lengthening. Exhale, rotate around carefully. Take your time. Bring the block to heart center, airplane. And then if you'd like, reach the block forward, bending the left knee in warrior 3. Right leg stick straight. Carefully return, high lunge. Exhale, bring the block next to the inside of that right ankle and open up the left arm just for a gentle twist here. Begin to place a little more weight into that right hand, and you're going to toe heel your left foot around, coming onto the outer knife edge of the right foot. Your left toes will face the long edges of the mat. Look down towards your mat, and if you want, place a lot of weight into that left heel and lift the right leg off the mat. And then return it. Repeat this 2 or 3 times, and then carefully make your way into side plank, or you can stay in the modified side plank, totally up to you. Open up that left shoulder, staying in that side plank. And then as you exhale, rotating around, a full front plank, return the block to the front of your mat. You can either come out back to down dog or a little chaturanga and up dog or extension, and then meeting back into down dog. Very challenging. Take a few breaths, recover. Moving on to that second side, inhale up to the balls of your feet. Exhale, knees bend, step or float feet to hands. Inhale, look up. Exhale, block to heart center. Reverse swan dive up, arms overhead. Exhale, chair pose, transferring the weight to the right heel. Slowly and carefully extend the left leg back to a high lunge. Inhale, expand the chest. Exhale, rotating around to warrior 2. Swaying that torso side to side, right and left. Feeling the core fire as the navel pulls in and up, maintaining the length through both side waists. Transfer the block to the right hand, side angle. Wrap the left arm behind the back. Then take one round here of straightening the right knee. Exhale, deepening, placing as much weight as you like into that right arm. And then lift the right heel, or you can lift the whole foot off the mat. Side waist firing hard on the right side. Return the foot, place the block about 6 inches in front of the right baby toe, making your way to half moon. If you want, the left arm can extend to the sky, or you can keep it onto your hip. Head will turn to face the side. Sometimes we fall, as I'm doing here. Just return, stay calm, keep the breath deep. It happens. Rotating around, coming into airplane, bring the block at your heart center. Hold airplane, or if you'd like, a warrior 3, bending that right knee, pushing through the right heel, left leg stick straight behind you, and then a quiet step back to a high lunge. Expand the heart, look up. Exhale, bring the block to the inside of that right ankle. Open up the right arm for a gentle twist. Just kind of relax the belly here. Place a little more weight to the left hand and toe heel that right foot to the side, bringing the left foot to the outer knife edge of the foot. Look down at your block, and if you want, place a little weight into that right heel. Lift the straight left leg off the mat. Carefully return it. Look down and repeat. Push through the right heel, lift the straight left leg, and open up side plank. You can stay in this modified version, or if you want, you can come into the full side plank, stacking or staggering the feet. Open up the right shoulder. Keep your breath deep. As you exhale, rotate around to a front plank, return the block. A little mini vinyasa here if you want. And we'll meet up in down dog. Again, taking a few breaths, challenging vinyasa with these blocks. Allow yourself time to recover. You can even hit pause. And then gently drop to your hands and knees. Grab one of your blocks and place it about 1/3 of the way down on your mat on the right side of your mat. Coming into down dog, extend your right leg in a three-legged dog. Just take a moment for some length here, lengthening through the side waist, and then slide into a half pigeon, gently dropping your right hip onto your block. Take your time to walk out. You can use your other block to place your head onto, or rest your head onto the mat. Take some deep breaths, and every exhale, allowing yourself to release some tension through this right hip. As you know, we carry lots of emotions in these hips. This is your opportunity to let them go. Every exhale opens just a little bit more. Exhale, make your way back to down dog. Switch the block to the other side. Inhale, left leg raises, three-legged dog. Lengthen first, and then on your next exhale, slide into a half pigeon, gently landing that left hip onto your block. Inhale, chest opens, and exhale, lengthen, lowering the torso until it's comfortable for you. You should feel the stretch through the left hip, and if you don't, you may need to make some adjustments. Maybe you pull the left ankle a little closer towards your right armpit. Every exhale, releasing a little more emotional tension you may be carrying. Let it all go. Inhale, begin to walk up. Release the block off to the side, and then come to a comfortable seated position. And then grab onto your blocks to frame your hips. Place your hands onto your blocks, uncross the legs. Inhale, arms will sweep up just for some length to the spine. Exhale, round your spine, pull the belly in, balance on your tailbone, and come into boat pose. Maybe you keep one foot on the ground, the knees don't have to be straight. And then exhale, cross the right ankle over the left, return the feet to the mat, hands to the blocks, take a deep breath in, exhale, lift your hips off the mat, and then lift 1 or 2 feet off the mat. Core strong. A full breath there. Exhale, uncross, belly in, spine slightly rounded, and then come into boat pose. Make sure you can see your hands peripherally. Pull the navel into the lower back. Cross the left ankle over the right, hands to the blocks. A deep breath in, shoulders down. Exhale, hips lift, and maybe 1 or 2 feet lift. 1 full breath cycle there. Gently drop the hips to the mat. Place 1 block between the knees bent, feet flat, and then exhale, roll down 1 vertebra at a time, gently squeezing your block as you go. Once you're down, pull your heels as close as you can to your sits bones, feet hip width apart, knees still gently squeezing into that block, and then bring your hands straight up to the sky in prayer. Drive through your heels, firm your glutes, and lift your hips to the sky. If you want, extend your left leg towards an angle so that your knees are even. Point your left toes, gently firm the block, and drive the right heel through the mat so your right glutes fire. Lift the hips a little higher. Exhale, first lower the left leg, and then readjust, lifting the hips a little higher. Transfer the weight to the left heel, extend the right leg if it's in your practice, point the right toes, gently firm the block. Drive through that left heel, firm the left glutes, hips a little bit higher, surprisingly challenging. Next exhale, the right leg lowers, hips up a little bit higher for 1 more round of breath. And then come into a regular bridge. So kind of tuck your shoulders under, reach your hands towards your ankles. Or if you'd like, you can always clasp your hands as well. Open your chest. Come up as high onto your shoulder blades as you can. And then slowly lower down, untucking the shoulders. Keep the block between the knees and let your knees drop to the right in a spinal twist. head and ribs swiveling to the left. You can always remove your block here if you want. It's just a nice variation to have the block. If it feels good to you, extend your top leg at a 90-degree angle to your body. Deep breath in with a relaxed belly. And bend your knee, return your head to neutral, and allow the knees to drop to the other side. Spinal twist. Right shoulder blade presses down into the mat. Head swivels to the right. Keep the belly relaxed and send a deep healing breath to this vulnerable area of our bodies, the lower back. On your next exhale, return the head to neutral. Return the knees to the center, remove your block, and take a happy baby here if it feels good to you. Keep the sacrum flush to the mat. Open up your legs for an added stretch for the inner thighs. And then arrange your blocks as I'm doing here. So one block on the tallest side, the next on the middle height. Blocks are about 2 inches apart. Rest your upper back on one block and then your head on the highest block. Arms to the sides, feet flopped open, chest wide open. Now hit pause so that you can enjoy a longer Shavasana. Maybe you set your timer for 10 or 15 minutes. Enjoying the pauses in between your breath, allowing these pauses to carry you through your day, enjoying stillness. Thank you for joining my practice. Namaste.